What's up? I'm WHOiSEE, and today I'm going to show you how we made one of the sounds from our song Vibe Check on Circus Records. Let's check it out. So here's the sound I'm talking about. Kind of crunchy, big long FM bass. First thing we'll do is we'll open up Serum. We're going to turn oscillator A, put it on basic shapes, and leave it on the sine tone. Turn on the sub oscillator, and we're going to take it down 1 octave. This is super important. And we're going to put oscillator B under the digital tab on harmonic series on frame 2. We're going to bring the level of both oscillator A, B, and the sub all the way down. And we're going to take LFO1, make this little attack curve kind of shape here, put it on envelope mode, turn off the BPM, and put it at about 0.2 hertz. We're going to take LFO1, drag it onto the level of oscillator A. It's going to go up about 14 or 15 clicks. We're going to put oscillator A on FM from B and put it up 33%. So here's what we got so far. Nothing crazy. And we're also going to take oscillator B, put it on FM from sub, and put it at about 5%. And then we're going to take LFO1, drag it onto the FM from sub, and put it up about 2 or 3 clicks. We're going to make another LFO shape here. It's going to be this kind of slow ramp up, something like this here. We're going to put it on envelope mode, turn off the BPM, and we're going to put it on about 0.2 hertz. So we're going to take LFO2 and drop it onto the level of the sub. It's going to go all the way. We're also going to take LFO2, drop it onto the level of oscillator B, 18 clicks. Let's see what that is. Getting a little bit of something there. Next thing, we're going to turn on the filter. We're going to put it on HP 12. We're going to put the cutoff at about 33 hertz. We're going to put the drive at 27% and the frequency at 33%. We're going to take LFO2, drag it onto the cutoff of the filter. It's going to go up 26 clicks. And also LFO2 on the frequency, it's going to go up about 11 clicks. Oh, and this is super important. Oscillator B needs to be 1 octave up and 7 semitones up. Okay, all right, starting to get somewhere now. Played it an octave lower and we're starting to get it now. And make sure both the random is all the way down on oscillator A and B. Oh, forgot. And oscillator A, 1 octave down. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Oscillator B, octave 0. There we go. There we go. Okay, now we got it. First thing we're going to start with is our EQ. Turn on the EQ, and we're going to put them both on the notch mode. We're going to put the bottom side at 61 hertz, bring our gain down 3 to 4 dB. And we're going to have a wider Q, about 28%. We're going to take the gain of the right side of the EQ, put it up about 15 decibels, and we're going to put the frequency at about 87 hertz. And the Q will be 50%. Right, and this is where the fun comes in here. Turn on the distortion, put it on diode 1, and put the drive at about 65, 66%. So it's just sub distorting right now. Make sure that the S is also checked on the filter. Ooh, it's crazy how much of a difference that makes. So we're going to take our second LFO and we're going to drag it onto the frequency of the EQ, and it's going to go up 15 clicks. Cool. Next thing, we're going to grab our filter. We're going to leave it on MG low 6. We're going to put it on about 231 hertz, 230, and LFO2 is going to go up 32 clicks. We're going to put our resonance around 27%. We're going to put our drive about 61% and our fat at about 3 o'clock. Woo! Next thing, we're going to grab our hyper dimension. We're not going to be using the hyper module, but we are going to be using the size. Put the size at about 11 and the mix at about 14%. This gives it a little bit of room wideness. And last thing, we're going to grab our compressor, turn that on, and we're going to put it on multiband mode. and we're going to take the high end and we're going to boost it to 200%. Our threshold's going to be about negative 3.8, 3.7-ish. Ratio is going to be all the way up to limit mode. The attack's going to be about 65 milliseconds, and the release is going to be about 470 milliseconds. Now we're talking, baby. And makeup gain, it's going to be about 4 decibels. Woo! So a couple more things. We're going to go into our matrix. With LFO 3, we're going to make a very, very small attack curve like this, something like that. Put it on envelope mode, and we're going to make it the rate of a 16th note. We're going to take LFO 3, and we're going to assign that to the master tuning. And we want it to go up 18 so that it does a perfect octave. So if I play the same note, it sounds like poop, but I'm going to play the next octave up. You can hear that pitch attack right in the beginning. So next thing, we're going to take another LFO. We're going to make a shape very, very similar to our LFO 2. A little bit lagging behind. We're going to put it on envelope mode, turn the BPM off, put it on 0.2 hertz. We're going to take LFO 4 in the matrix, and we're going to put that on global amp. And we're going to turn this all the way up. Cool. So kind of how we got the movement in this sound, let me find the MIDI note here, was I'm just going to copy the automation that we did for the frequency band. But essentially we took the frequency knob on the EQ with the notch here and are moving that around left and right. That's kind of how you get that slow rolling growl. Next thing I did on this one here was I cut the lows at about 100 hertz or so, and there's a frequency that really sticks out right there. Yeah, it's about negative 6 or 7. Then I brought the Q down on this guy here. Some really, really harsh frequencies at the very, very top here. Kind of cut that off, and then we boost it around like 8K. And essentially what we did next was we put that Serum in an instrument rack, and we duplicated it. So we basically have a low and a high version. So for the high version, cut out all of the low frequencies, most of the frequency content in this part of the sound. So it's just a crispy, crispy high end. And I have a plugin called Side Widener, which we're basically just pushing the top end kind of to the sides and keeping the low mids towards the middle. And then we turn that down just a little bit. Right, so without the high end, and then with the high end. Yeah, it just adds a little bit of crispiness to it. Next thing, I took Soothe 2 and put it on the entire instrument rack, and kind of just treating some of the really high, harsh frequencies and also some of that fundamental stuff there at the bottom. And then I took JST Clip and just kind of squished the crap out of it. And then Phocust had a sub patch in a stem that we had layered on the bottom with this. So with that sub patch, it sounds like this. And it doesn't sound exactly like it. There's a slight differences in the LFO shapes and stuff trying to recreate this, but it's pretty close. So that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to go stream Vibe Check, out now on Circus Records. Peace.